Hi, my name is Dr. Sandra Chapman, and I am the Director of Equity and Community at the Little Red Schoolhouse and Elizabeth Irwin High School in New York City. I identify as an Afro-Latina, and I am born and raised here in New York City. Today we have a message from Debbie in Massachusetts, and she writes, "Dear EmbraceRace, when my 9-year-old Latino son came home from school around MLK Day without anything related to MLK or racial justice, I opened up a conversation with the principal. His excuse, there were snow days, blah, blah, blah. He said he needs a parental push to figure out how to incorporate more discussions about race into the curriculum. He seems open, so I want to jump on it. Any advice?" Thank you, Debbie, for this inquiry. And I want to say that today it is really important that we continue to honor the legacy of Martin Luther King Jr. Young children of all racial and ethnic backgrounds, of all ages, need to continue to look at, both at home and at school, the struggles and understand the struggles of our past so that we can continue to move forward and rectify some of those concerns and those issues that we've had in the past by learning about those struggles. There are many sheroes and heroes to study and to learn about that fought for racial justice in our country, and Martin Luther King Jr. is certainly one of them. There are many children's books about Martin Luther King's life. Martin's Big Words is a picture book that children as young as 4 years old can read with their teachers and parents at home to learn a little bit more about his life and the struggles of the 1960s as we think about movement forward. One of the children's books that I love that schools are using early on in the school year is a book called Say Something by Peggy. And what the book focuses on a child who notices discrimination and bias and teasing happening in her school. And while she never takes part in what the other teasers and other students are doing, she does notice that students are feeling hurt. And one day, she herself is being teased. And the thing that bothers her the most is that there were friends sitting in the cafeteria right next to her, and they didn't step up. And so she became determined after that to stand up against discrimination, against teasing in her school and in her community. It's the greatest book to read to children as young as kindergarten students and first grade students and on up. I use it with our third graders at my school. And we talk about what does it mean to stand up against discrimination, to stand up against bias, to stand up against things when others are being teased or left out. Another book that you might actually appreciate, Raising a Latino Son, is a book about Cesar Chavez. It's called Harvesting Hope, and it's about the story of the Mexican migrant farm workers who were fighting for their own rights during the civil rights era. In fact, today, March 31st, is Cesar Chavez's birthday. And in 2008, Barack Obama, who was a senator at the time, he called on this day to honor Cesar Chavez's work as both an environmentalist and a civil rights leader. My name is Dr. Sandra Chapman, and I embrace race.